The Reds got home runs from Jesse Winker and Joey Votto and beat the Giants on Monday night in San Francisco 3-0. Wade Miley started and was solid for 5 innings. Then T.J. Antone and Lucas Sims closed it out in relief as Cincinnati breaks a 2-game losing streak and wins their 7th game here in 2021. Highlights in a bit, but first some final thoughts on the game from Tommy Thrall and Chris Welsh.
Thanks, Jed. Good one tonight as the Reds come away 3-0, and we welcome back Chris Welsh. Chris, you look at it, the offense got a big boost, quite literally. A 2-run home run from Jesse Winker. Joey Votto hits his first home run of the year. Good to see both of those guys go deep. And otherwise, quiet night offensively for both sides.
Figured it would be a quiet night offensively for both sides because both these pitching staffs have been pretty good, especially the Giants. Their starting pitching has been really good all year long, and you don't always get home runs at Oracle Park, but you got them tonight, and it was nice to see Jesse Winker go, and finally Votto getting his first of the year. Maybe that'll open up the gates a little bit for him and relax him a little bit at the plate.
Interesting note from this game tonight. According to the folks at Elias Sports, since 1893, only 2 Reds pitchers began a season with at least 2 starts going at least 5 innings of scoreless baseball in each of those starts. Anthony DeSclafani did it last year, the only other pitcher to do it, in addition to Wade Miley tonight. Wade Miley, again, really solid, and T.J. Antone, you can't say enough about the job he did in relief.
Miley pitches like he's got dinner reservations he's got to get to. I mean, you love this pace of play. You love the fact that he works fast, but he pitches slow. And I think that has something the hitters have a hard time adjusting to. I think he's a great addition in the middle of this rotation because he gives you a different kind of a look. But cutter, changeup cutter has been his modus, and it's really worked well for him.
And once again, a brilliant outing by T.J. Antone in relief. Lucas Sims, his first career save. All he had to do was get one out, but he did that with a strikeout. Now we'll get to watch Luis Castillo tomorrow night, and that's always a fun watch.
Yeah, it's always one of my favorite. Of the 5 pitchers the Reds run out there, I think I'd like to watch Castillo every night. He's a guy that can really and do it with 2 pitches. Fastball, changeup is what he did last time. We'll see what his strategy is tomorrow.
3-0 Reds over the Giants. Game 2 coming up, I guess, later tonight on the Reds Radio Network. Get back to you.
Now to the highlights. Wade Miley started for the Reds and put a batter on in the first, but he got out of it with a double play. In the second, he allowed a 2-out base runner, but he got out of that jam thanks to his third baseman.
Dubon bounces one to third. Glove by Moustakas. Long throw on one hop, and Votto picks it, falling into foul territory at first. A fine play by Votto. The Reds get the out, and really a fine play on both ends. Moustakas and Votto.
The Reds went down in order in both the first and second innings against right-hander Aaron Sanchez, but that changed in the third. With 1 out, Tucker Barnhart walked. Wade Miley then struck out, but Jesse Winker, who was back in the lineup, took Sanchez deep.
Swung on a high fly ball to center field deep. On the warning tracks, the center fielder Dubon and gone. That ball carried. They made some adjustments to Oracle Park, brought the fences in center field, and Jesse Winker takes advantage of that shorter porch in center and puts the Reds on the board with a 2-run home run here in the third inning.
The Reds added to their lead in the sixth off lefty Harleen Garcia. Joey Votto was first up, and he played long ball for the first time this season.
Garcia's pitch, and Votto swings, and he puts a charge into one. Deep right field, way back, gone!
Splashdown!
Into the water and right, McCovey Cove. And Votto has his first home run of the year. It makes it 3-0 Reds.
It's got to feel awfully good for Joey Votto. He's hit the ball hard. He's not going to have a lot to show for it offensively. Still batting down the 100s, but that one must have felt like a bomb coming off his bat.
That, by the way, was the first ever home run by a Reds player that made it to McCovey Cove. Wade Miley was finished after 5 shutout innings. His line looked like this: 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 73 pitches, 46 of those 4 strikes. T.J. Antone took over in the bottom of the 6th. He walked the first batter he faced, but then he proceeded to retire the next 9 batters in a row before hitting Donovan Solano with a pitch in the bottom of the 9th. He then got Alex Dickerson to ground out for the second out of the inning, but his night was over. Lucas Sims came on in relief of Antone, and he ended the game this way.
He never has a save in his life. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Now he does. Lucas Sims with his first career save. gets the final out of the game, striking out Evan Longoria to finish off a Reds 3-0 win.
Here are the totals for Cincinnati: 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 5 left on base. For San Francisco, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. They stranded 4. Miley gets the win. He's 2-0. Sanchez takes the loss. He is 0-1. Home runs in the game: Winker number 1 and Votto number 1. Time of the game: 2 hours and 35 minutes, 3,662 on hand in San Francisco. Time to hear from the guy who did such a great job in relief on Monday night, T.J. Antone.
Well, T.J. David said all along, you're going to be, when you're working out of the bullpen, you're going to be a multi-inning guy when the Reds have the lead. Now, I'm not sure any of us expected you to go out there for a 4th time to the bump. Were you even a little surprised?
Yeah, I was a little surprised. I knew my at-bat was coming up in the 9th, and I was just assuming, pinch hit and then, get put, someone else in and get the save or whatever. And I was just assuming that. And sometimes I like to play manager and try and figure out what's going on. But, David came up to me and was like, "Hey, are you good?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "You want to hit?" I'm like, "Yeah, I feel great. Let's go." So, went back out there. Try to go for it.
What was the meeting when he came out, when you had gone 3 2/3? Did you feel like you could close down the game, or were you honest and were you running out of gas maybe a little bit?
Yeah, I could tell I was running out of gas. Slider was kind of unraveling on me, and I don't think I had gone that far yet into a game or that many pitches. I definitely could feel myself getting a little fatigued, but in the moment, competitor in me says absolutely. I could have gone 5 more. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win the game.
Now that you're stretched out, do you almost jokingly go in and say, "I'm ready to start"?
That's not my choice. I think, down the road that may be an option. But wherever they need me, if they need me in that role right there, that was pretty fun.
Tuesday night, the Reds and Giants play Game 2 of this 3-game series. Luis Castillo makes his 3rd start of the season against former Red Kevin Gausman. We'll be on the air with the pregame show at 9:15. First pitch is scheduled for 9:45. And again, the final score on Monday night, the Reds shut out the Giants 3-0. And I'm Dave Armbruster with your Reds game recap.